All right, I'm back with some more real estate talk. This is the second episode for this week, giving you a little bonus episode. I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about how to save some money on your heating bill. With the weather that we've been having, I thought that this was a good topic to discuss. What I'm trying to do this year is definitely do more YouTube videos. One of the things that I like to do is watch videos on YouTube to get some people's perspectives on different topics. So I don't watch a whole lot of regular TV. I watch a lot of YouTube. So I find that it gives me good perspective for a lot of the different things that I like. So I kind of want to extend that to what I'm doing with real estate and offer my clients some perspective in the real estate market. So we'll get right into it here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. As always, please hit the like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm, and definitely subscribe to my channel. That helps the channel out as well. So your heating bill is one of your most expensive utilities. So what I want to do is I want to give you some tips to save you some money with that expensive utility bill. So one of the things that plays the biggest part of the cost of your utilities is the age of your system. So what most home inspectors will say is that a system that's between 15 and 20 years is at the end of its life expectancy. So definitely a newer system will be more efficient. So that's one of the things that you want to look for. If you're planning on staying at your current home for a while longer, it's a good idea to think about updating that system. But even if you're selling, a lot of buyers look for a newer HVAC system. So the most efficient heating system that you can get is geothermal. So a geothermal system is expensive, but over time it will save you a lot of money. So geothermal essentially works like a heat pump. It has tubing that runs underground under the frost layer of the ground. And basically, water runs through that tubing, and because it's under the frost layer, that layer of earth is relatively stable temperature. So it will, in cold weather, it will transfer the cold air with the hot air from underneath the Earth's surface, and basically take that warm water back to the home to heat it. So again, exchanging that that cold air for hot air. So again, very efficient. And on the same note, electric heat pumps are also efficient. But the problem that we have around here in Pennsylvania is whenever the temperatures drop very low, into the 20s and below 20 degrees, those heat pumps can run on auxiliary heating sources. So, it might run on oil or natural gas once it gets to a certain temperature. And so that can make it a little bit more expensive. But, if the temperatures stay in the 30s or 40s, pretty efficient. As far as the most inefficient, electric baseboard tends to be pretty expensive. If I'm showing people houses, that's one of the things that, I tend to point out is that, you're going to have some higher heating bills. The one nice thing is that you can control the different rooms to figure out, to have different temperatures in different rooms. But most heating systems, that use other fuel sources have zoned heating as well. Oil heat is less expensive than electric, but still, it fluctuates based on the cost of oil. So, not the cheapest way to heat your house, but some areas of Pennsylvania, that's the only option. Natural gas, next to geothermal, tends to be pretty efficient. So if you have a system that's hot water with natural gas as a heat source, that tends to be very efficient. And it also, the hot water heat allows for more moisture in the air, so the air isn't as dry. But a lot of the forced air systems have built-in humidifiers, so that tends to help. But again, if you have ductwork, for your HVAC system, natural gas, forced hot air is a good combination that allows you to have your air conditioning system, tied into that same ductwork. So, you can always do, and we see this a lot in Pennsylvania, there's supplemental heating sources. Pellet stoves are one option. Wood burners are another option. But again, there's costs to those as well, and they tend to not be super efficient. So, unless you're chopping your own wood. But, again, that, there's some, time cost to that. So it just depends on, what you want to do. So some other ways to save money heating your home, besides, updating your heating system or changing your heating system or its fuel source. Smart thermostats are very popular. I actually just got one for my house. So it allows you to change your temperature, when you're not home. So, if you're out for the day, you can turn your temperature down. And when you're getting ready to come home, you can turn it up a little bit. Those tend to learn your habits. So, if you, you're at work from 7 to 5, it'll just automatically typically turn that temperature down in your house. For older homes, new windows are a great way to save money on your heating bill. Newer insulation, so a lot of older homes aren't insulated very well. So updating the insulation, closing your curtains can help to keep your heat in. And one of the other things that a lot of people overlook is changing your air filter. So if you have a forced air system, it's a good idea to, every 6 months or every year, change that filter so it doesn't build up, and have to work harder to basically force the air through the system. So hopefully those things are helpful. I just thought, given the fact that it's been 20 degrees out and we've gotten a ton of snow, these may be some things that people are thinking about. So that's all I have for today. I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.